Hey guys, it's Lord of Fish. So today we're playing our last match in our Modern League. So far we're 2-2, and this match we play against Amulet Titan. So the matchup's actually not that bad considering we have Subtlety. In Game 3, we keep a really risky hand, but in the end it was worth it. So with that said, let's get straight into the content. Okay, so we won the die roll. This hand, it's not really that good because our only threat's Lord of Atlantis, but we can play out Aether Vial on turn 1, Mutavault's a decent card, and then we still have Spreading Seas to hopefully draw into some good cards. So I think this hand isn't good, but it's still keepable. Okay, our opponent plays a base. Oh, this is Amulet Titan. Okay, so this hand isn't really that. I mean, Spreading Seas is okay, but let's see what we draw here. Island. So that's not a really good draw. I guess we'll run out Spreading Seas because I need to get some sort of card draw going, and we draw Merfolk Trickster off of that, which is fairly nice. I mean, it doesn't work on Dryad, but we can still prevent them from playing an additional land. Okay, so you're gonna tap for mana, and yeah. Okay, so that's actually not the worst because next turn we can play Merfolk Trickster. On their upkeep, tap it down, prevent them from playing two more. Okay, they played Valakut. Okay. So do they do anything else this turn? Okay, they'll play Cavernous Souls. Okay, they name Giants, so that probably either means they have Summoner's Pact or they have Primeval Titan. So we're obviously going to take up Aether Vial and Tideshaper. That's interesting. Oh, I should have played Cavernous Souls, but I don't think it really matters here. Alright, so I think we'll play Tideshaper. We'll target Valakut since Subtlety doesn't really care about Cavernous Souls, and then on their upkeep, we'll Aether Vial into play Merfolk Trickster and tap down the Azusa, but most importantly, we'll make it lose all abilities until end of turn, meaning they won't play two more additional lands. And let's see what they do. So next turn, I assume we're just gonna play out Lord of Atlantis or Vial it in, depending on what we draw, and then we'll activate Mutavault and swing for 9. That's pretty decent. Also, I just wanted to note that Spreading Seas isn't typically good in this matchup because, yeah, they can play a black bounce land, and then they can return the Spreading Seas. So let's see what they do here. Okay, so they're gonna return Valakut. With that basically means that Tideshaper's kicked effect doesn't matter. That's fine. Okay, so okay, that is the best card in this matchup. Okay. So we're not going to activate Mutavault. We're going to play, Cavernous Souls, named Merfolk. And then I think we'll before I just want to Vial and Lord of Atlantis. I don't think there's too much of an advantage right now playing it on their end step, and I think swinging for 2 extra damage is pretty important. And now that we have Subtlety's interaction, it just makes sense to do this. And let's see what our opponent does here now. Okay. That's fine. They're replaying their Valak. Okay, so they're gonna play another bounce land. I guess they might return the land with Spreading Seas, but we'll see. Oh, they returned itself. Okay, so they're trying to have mana for Primeval Titan. And we'll just subtlety it, so that's great, actually. Oh. Dryad. Do we subtlety this? Or do we just let it resolve? We'll make an additional land drop. So what's gonna happen is if they play this, make an additional land drop, they'll cast Primeval Titan, I assume, and then we can subtlety it. So I think we're gonna let this resolve. I don't like it, but I'm going to save the subtlety for Primeval Titan. I think that's the correct move, but we'll see. Yeah, okay, they're tapping Cavernous Soul, so they're going for it. Okay, so we're gonna subtlety. Yeah, pay colorless, and oh, they scooped the match. I still think they could have played a little bit more, but yeah, that was definitely good. I'll see you for sideboarding. Alright, so for sideboarding, I added a Dismember since it's a great way to deal with Dread of the Elysian Grove, and then I took out Spreading Seas because oftentimes it's too late to deal with some of their important lands like Valak at the Molten Pinnacle, and sure, you can target a balanced land, but typically it's not worth it, and we can still play Tideshaper down if we really need Island Walk. So with that said, let's get into game 2. Okay, so we lost a die roll, and this hand is... I say this hand's pretty keepable. We have Force Negation for Summoner's Pact or Amulet of Vigor. We can we have Trickster just to prevent land drops from either like Dryad or Azusa. And Subtlety is obviously just amazing interaction, so I think this hand's fine. Let's see what our opponent does here. Okay, they play Forced. I think we have to Force Negate this. I'll pitch an extra copy of Lord of Atlantis, and I think that's right. This will hopefully give us enough time to interact, and I think we're gonna pass here. And next turn, I'll hold up Merfolk Trickster. Okay, that resolves. Okay, so let's just play a land and pass. We have Trickster up right now, and I'll just play it on their end step, unless they have something. Urza Saga. That is pretty good, actually. Yeah, we won't have time before we don't have priority before they play their additional land. I don't want to do nothing, so I feel like I should just cast Merfolk Trickster. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Mutavault. Alright, so I guess we'll play out Lord of Atlantis and then attack for 3. I think that's fine. Honestly, right now I'm just hoping my opponent doesn't have Primeval Titan because I'm so close to making my 4th land drop to hold up Subtlety. So let's see what our opponent does. Oh, they're going to dismember the Trickster. Okay, that's fine. Oh, this is gonna be Primeval Titan. I have to settle to that, but I don't like doing this at all, honestly. This is the right play, but it just doesn't feel good. So, yeah, our opponent is probably... yeah, our opponent puts Primeval Titan on top, and, so right now the only thing we can get through is Mutavault. That's honestly not that good. Oh, they're attacking. Now I guess we'll take 2. And let's just hope we draw something nice. I guess we have to play Swaylun out, and then after we play Swaylun, I'll attack with Lore of Atlantis, but... let's see how this goes. Our opponent is empty-handed now, but they'll draw Primeval Titan, and then they can tutor with Urza Saga, so... I assume my opponent's just casting Primeval Titan. Can't really do anything about that. And what lands are they gonna get? Alright, so they got a Valakut, and yeah. And they also got the land that will give Primeval Titan haste. So they'll attack with that. When they inevitably attack with Primeval Titan, I'll tap my Mutavault and make it a tapped creature, and then block with Swaylun to save some life. Because then she'll be indestructible, but... let's see if I can survive here. Vesuva and another Valakut. That's a lot of triggers. Yeah, okay. I think this is game, right? Yeah, 4 times 5 times 3 is 50. Yeah, that's game. Okay. Let's move on into game 3. Okay, so this time we'll be on the play. This hand is really interesting. So, we only have Mutavault. That's our only land. But we have Subtlety as free interaction, and Dismember is pretty good too, actually. I think we keep this. This is a super greedy keep. But we also have Silvergill, which we can run out for cards, and Tideshaper can just be vialed in as a 1-drop if they keep a Dryad around. So I think, although this hand is, like, really risky, Ether Vial will actually help make this hand worthwhile. Tell me what you would have, if you would have kept this hand or not in the comments, because this is a pretty risky keep, honestly. Alright, let's see. Do we draw a land here? This hand would be more keepable on the draw, but... okay, we do not draw a land. That is fine. Next turn we can vial in a Silvergill, and that gives us 2 draws next turn in order to try to find something, so... it's not bad. And it doesn't look like our opponent's having the fastest start either. They have no amulet, and they just played a balance land, balancing something. Alright. So, I think we'll just vial and Tideshaper. I want to get some aggression going on. Alright, we'll take up Ether Vial, and... okay, we draw our land. And... oh, wait a minute. I should have vialed in Silvergill with that. Seeing if we draw an island, that way I could play another one. Yeah, that was a mistake, but honestly, this allows me to hold up Dismember, and also, I think my brain just saw Glasspool Mimic and said, oh, well, it's a land. I think I should have definitely vialed in Silvergill main deck and see if we draw a natural land so we could apply even more pressure, but let's see what our opponent does here. Oh, I didn't even realize our opponent discarded. They had too many cards in hand. Okay, Ursa Saga. We can... Well, we played out our Tide Shaper. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to dismember Dryad on their end step, right? So I don't see a need to subtlety this. Alright, so let's start by dismembering this thing. Yeah, we bring in dismember specifically for Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Alright, and then we'll also vial in a Silvergill Adept. Let's see what we draw off of this. Ether Vial, that's not too good, but that's fine. Alright. Do we take up Vial to try to work towards a subtlety? I don't think so. I want to keep it on 2 for now. It's not a terrible idea though. Okay, we draw another subtlety. The subtlety is just an amazing card in this matchup. Because we don't have another island, I actually think I'll cast Silvergill Adept now, reveal Merfolk Trickster, and do that. Let's see what's here. Swayloon. That just did. Now that we're going to Vial in Merfolk Trickster, that definitely encourages us to take up Aether Vial next turn. We can swing for 3 right now, which isn't that impressive, but we are going to have a pretty big board next turn. If we take up Vial in Swayloon, activate Mutavault, and then on our opponent's end step, we Vial in the Merfolk Trickster, we're looking at 9 damage. That's pretty hefty, honestly. Let's see what our opponent does this turn, though. Explore, that's fine. Okay, they named Giant with Cavernous Souls. That's pretty... That's fine for us because we have the subtlety. And let's see what happens. So we're going to file this in. I don't know if they're going to sack their Tribe Elder in response. I don't think they will, just because that wouldn't make too much sense. I mean, they can just do it on our turn anyway. So, yeah. We're going to have a pretty big board. We're going to uptick Aether Vial. And let's see what we draw here. Island. Okay, so it would make... I think we're going to activate Mutavault. And then we would have also the mana left... Okay, yeah, Mutavault, fine. Alright, so then we'll have the mana left over to play Vial, second main, after combat. Let's see what happens here, because we're hitting in for 9 damage, which is pretty good, honestly. Especially considering we do not have a Lord. Like, these are just random dorks and bears, so... Yeah, our clock is looking very nice right now, and then having subtlety as just backup interaction is amazing. So they're gonna sack to get a land, that's fine. And they didn't get the full value out of that because they couldn't block with it, and then before damage is dealt, sacrifice it, so that's good. Alright, so they're gonna float a colorless with Ursa Saga, that's fine. Summoner's Pact, we'll let that resolve. Is there any way they could get Primeval Titan and Dryad out? Alright, they got Primeval Titan, that's fine. I think they're going for a Primeval Titan right now. Yep, that is completely fine. I'll just subtlety that. Right? I think we'll pitch Swayloon because I really like subtlety. Oh, okay, they conceded. Alright. Yeah, that was a really good game for us. I'll see you next time.